Hello, it's Angela here. I want to say thank you for joining me. I am wondering how everyone's doing. Are you enjoying these lessons? Are you able to participate? It's so fun to read the comment section, and I know I'm hearing in person from some people that they're really enjoying the face yoga. So keep experimenting, keep adding it to your schedule, morning and evening. It's a really great time because it relaxes and just helps start the day off great and end the day great as well. Today I am sharing another alignment lesson with you. We've talked about the back, and there are so many things to share with you about alignment. I want to share the erector spinae today, which is a grouping of muscles that run up and down our back from the bottom of our skull. They all intertwine and connect with lots of different muscles in the ilium, which is the upper part of our hips. And if you think about, kind of a long, I use this little peacock feather to teach one-on-one lessons, but if you think about the spine, and the spine has kind of a little natural curves in it, but the idea of a muscle system, many muscles in the erector spinae that connect this bone all the way down to this bone. Just taking a moment to really take that in and be mindful of it. The reason I'm sharing this with you is not everyone has the chance to take anatomy lessons. Many people who I interact with are artists, and they didn't take anatomy in college. So I love sharing these anatomy lessons. This was profound for me when I was getting my yoga certification, and the mindfulness and awareness of these muscles and bones in our body really brought yoga to life for me. And if you do have a yoga practice, or if you don't do yoga and you exercise, maybe it'll do the same for you. Because if you take this little moment in this video and just soak it in and, go on with your day, you can better understand the mechanics of your body and better help yourself to sustain long-lasting good alignment. Because as we age, osteoporosis is a very big part of aging. If you're over 40, it may have already kicked in for you. Most people just don't get dialed in on it until they're older, but it doesn't just happen overnight. It starts. We are in a constant state of growth, right? From the time we're a baby until the time that we pass or die, however you want to say it. And when we're in the middle here, when we hit 40, things have already been shifting for years, actually. And when we hit 50, that can really be the time when people are like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling old, or I can't do the things I used to do. Understanding this segue of time helps us to just appreciate what we have, right? It's a good appreciation. It's a healthy time to embrace our body. So in the action of embracing rituals, I have some candles lit in my usual spot, but can't see it. So I'd like to begin this lesson with just a breath exercise, just breathing in and out. Bring your hands to the heart. Maybe you pray, and closing the eyes. Taking a deep breath in, connecting with our breath in and out through the nose. Bringing an intention into this moment of awakening about our anatomy. Maybe you have a personal intention. Maybe you have something happening in your body that is on your mind. Embracing alignment in this moment can help whatever may be happening in your body. So perhaps wrapping an intention around that with the idea of the erector spinae muscles could help. My intention today is to share my wisdom with my community. I'm a sharing vehicle of information right now. And my intention is to share well. Breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing in and out through the nose. Let's bring our fingertips. You can keep your eyes closed or open if you need to have a guide. Bringing the fingertips to our eyebrows. Rolling the shoulders back. Gently pull your forehead muscles up. Feel the crown of the head, wrapping your hands around your head to the base of your head, base of your skull. This is the space in this area where the erector spinae connects, holding your head up literally. And let yourself drop your head back. When we do this, we are contracting these muscles. Keeping the eyes closed allows you to feel and embody awareness about the erector spinae and this connection point. Gently lift the head, noticing that release of contraction. Give yourself a little neck massage. The erector spinae is going down this part of the neck, and then bring your hands around your chest and say, I am beautiful. And then let's do one a little bit faster. Now that we have our awareness down, I am so beautiful. Life is amazing. We are sharing together. And then bringing the hands back to the heart. Take a deep breath. And close your eyes. Wow. Are you still with me here? Maybe I've lost some people, but if you're still with me, let's look at the mechanics of the erector spinae. So as they connect from the bottom of the head here, can you see this right here? They connect all the way down. The spinalis connects here, and then from the head, it goes down the spine, all the way to the hips, the ilium. The longissimus muscles are intertwined in there, and they also connect from the ilium, but then go up to each vertebrae, to each different vertebrae. And the illiocostalis muscles connect from the ilium. And like the longissimus, some of the longissimus connect to ribs. Most of them connect to the spinal processes, the little individual parts of our spine, vertebrae. And the illiocostalis connects from the ilium to our rib cage, all the little different parts of our ribs. So it's a bit of a matrix. It comes from the head down, and then from the ribs down, and then from each individual spine. So it is a collection of muscles that keep us upright, keep our spine nice and balanced. So rolling the shoulders back is such a good point, but we see that there is like a natural curve here. We want to be mindful of this curve and tuck our tailbone when we think about it. Bringing this kind of awareness to your alignment honors your body and the temple that it is for all of us and how it houses us. The spine is in many modes of medicine. So, Western medicine, we consider the spine to be the center of the nervous system. In traditional Chinese medicine and Japanese reflexology, we find the spine to be the center of our, whoops, I'm getting a little phone call there. It is the center of energy meridians. So pathways that connect our nervous system to all of our organs and help us to move chi through our body from the universe, through our spine and the energy meridians. In Ayurveda, it's very similar. The spine is also the channel of energy, and that can be looked at as in the esoteric body that channels energy into our chakra system. So our chakra in Ayurveda is connected to so many parts of who we are, our emotions, our identity, and how we really move in the world through all of those actions. The chakra system comes to the top of the head and here in the third eye area. And the traditional Chinese medicine and Japanese reflexology also include all of the brain and the head in their work, as well as Western medicine, which, you know, the final point of the spine is our beautiful brain and all of the work that our brain does to direct our senses and transfer information. So bringing this to the transfer of information, the erector spinae is an information highway. And for anyone with any kind of autoimmune disorder, the erector spinae helps to really keep fluid information for neurotransmitters in our bodies to understand what's going on. What's the immunity like? Is there something that we need to figure out? Something that we need to process? Something that needs to be handled? So the intelligence that lies in our muscles, in our skeleton, in our neurons and cells are part of a unique system that is deeply connected to our alignment. So healthy alignment not only helps you stand tall, look like you're ready to communicate positively. It's not only that, but it is really the basis for us to allow, when we have good muscle tone and connections, it really allows us to have all of that information working systematically without really doing anything. It creates the flow of energy in our bodies to be such that it's very healthy. So thinking about this muscle, something that I just want to share is when I've talked about this before, but slumping over, this is a very common direction that we go into when we get older. You can see people many times during your week who literally cannot stand up because their back has been sort of frozen and calcified in this shape. So while we have good posture, while you're able to have good posture, the best exercise you can do, this is why I talk about this every week, is to correct your alignment. Correct your alignment. When I was a kid, my mom encouraged us to walk around the house with a book on our head and really just own that sort of spirit of being proud. And it's a very good lesson, Mama. I love that. So back to the spine. When we roll our shoulders back, we are lengthening the spine. And when we're rolling our shoulders forward, we're stretching the spine. So if we roll our shoulders forward a lot because we're on the computer or we're driving or we're cooking or we're cleaning, very common activities, right? You want to offer counter pose, so rolling the shoulders back, even taking a back bend, right? And then offering some deep stretches, even more forward than this, but in a correct fashion where we have our back straight, we're reaching forward. Forward folds is this is a really good one, because this helps to not only stretch these lower back muscles, so you're really releasing a lot of tension here, but it also fosters happiness and joy. It can help us balance our hormones in a really positive way. We have so many hormones that course through our body every day. And a lot of the hormones that we are processing aren't even reproductive hormones that we often relate to the idea of hormone. But adrenaline, cortisol, those are part of our culture. Those are cultural adaptations that we have included in our life, but our body really hasn't caught up with it. And we really need to offer some embodied practice to release all of that toxic energy. So this is my lesson for you today, with intention of sharing with my community the lessons of alignment and anatomy related to alignment to help foster better alignment in everyone that I know, and hopefully a love for this muscle, the erector spinae, and the whole collection of muscles, the spinalis, the longissimus, and the illiocostalis, that work together to create this column of beautiful muscles that come down our spine and keep us upright. That's my lesson for today. Thank you for being a part of embracing the rituals of our body, of connecting to our body, and of connecting to our community. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Have a wonderful afternoon.